Welcome everyone to our trade training program webinar. My name is Miriam. I'm the distribution coordinator here at Tourism NT. And before we start, I want to respectfully acknowledge and honor the Aboriginal people of the Northern Territory and recognize the continuation of culture, connection to lands, water, and country. We pay our respects to elders past, present, and emerging. Once again, a big welcome to our trade training program, Q4, the final session for this financial year before we start it all over again in July. Thank you so much for joining us today and for taking the time out of your busy schedules. I know it's not easy to do. And for today's webinar, we're happy to say that the Northern Territory is really having its moment on the world stage, with a run of major international travel outlets naming the NT amongst the world's best places to visit in 2026. From the tropical top end through to the spiritual heart of the Red Centre. The recent media coverage has really shown a spotlight on the territory, highlighting things like the wild landscapes, ancient Aboriginal rock art sites, and of course, Kakadu National Park. Today, we're focusing on the top end, looking at the highest ranked regions, some of the unique events, and the incredible range of experiences on offer. As always, we've also invited two fantastic NT operators to join us and share more about their products. You'll be hearing shortly from the brand new Voco Darwin suites, as well as Hooked on Barra, a great new addition to the trade and a very quintessential top-end experience. So a big welcome to both, and we're very much looking forward to the presentations. Before we get started, as always, just a few words on housekeeping. If you have any questions, please put those in the chat box. We'll have a Q&A at the end of each of our operator presentations. And we are also recording this session to upload it to our trade website. I will send an email out to everyone who has registered for the webinars with a link to the recording on the website and the new training module. Because if you want to be eligible to win the incentive prize, you will need to watch the webinar live or recorded and complete the new training module called Northern Territory, the place to visit 2026 on our trade website. Right, let's dive right into the webinar session, and I'll just share my presentation with you. Right. To kick things off, it's really exciting to see how much global attention the Northern Territory is getting in 2026. No other Australian destination has received the same level of international recognition this year, which is pretty amazing when you think about it. The most notably, the NT was ranked number 14 globally in the New York Times famous list called 52 Places to Go in 2026, ahead of destinations like Los Angeles or Nagasaki. And what they really highlighted were all the things we've known all along. The incredible landscapes, the depth of Aboriginal culture and ancient rock art, and iconic places like Kakadu National Park. Condé Nast also singled out Darwin, especially its creative energy, festivals, and revitalized waterfront, really showing that Darwin is a city that punches well above its weight. So overall, there's a really strong message coming through globally. The NT isn't just on the map for 2026, it's right at the top of people's travel lists. Let's take a quick look at the key experiences that really define the top end and make it such a compelling destination. It's broadly split into a few key pillars, starting with nature and national parks. We have, of course, the golden trio, if you will, of Litchfield, Kakadu, and Nitmiluk National Parks, with options to explore those ranging from self-drive to day tours and multi-day guided experiences. Operators like AAT Kings, Utopia Tours, Off-Road Dreaming, Ethical Adventures, See Around Australia Tours, and many more make it easy to explore, with guides adding that important cultural and historical context along the way. Authentic cultural experiences are a real highlight across the NT, from the ancient rock art sites at Ubir, Nolangi, and Navulanja in Kakadu through to immersive experiences led by traditional owners. In Katherine and Nidmaluk National Park, Nidmaluk Tours and Dalabon Aboriginal Cultural Experience offer fantastic nature and cultural experiences. Around Darwin and Litchfield National Park, Northern Territory Indigenous tours are a great option, while the Tiwi Islands are best explored with the Tiwi by Design tour. For Kakadu and West Arnhem Land, Kakadu Cultural Tours offers immersive experiences across the region. Seeing the region from above is also a standout, with scenic flights and helicopter operators like Kakadu Air, Katherine Helicopters, Airborne Solutions, and Helifish, offering a completely different perspective and access to remote areas. And finally, Darwin itself offers plenty of activities to round out the experience. From sunset harbor cruises, food experiences paired with a walking tour, to easy city attractions like the Royal Flying Doctor Services Visitor Centre and Crocosaurus Cove, Darwin offers something for everyone. Overall, it's a destination that combines iconic landscapes, deep cultural experiences, and easy, high-quality touring all in one place. And then on to Darwin. It's a small city with a really big personality, recently named by Condé Nast as a must-visit destination in Oceania for 2026. Darwin is known for its creative street art scene, strong food culture, and relaxed outdoor tropical lifestyle, especially around the waterfront precinct. It also has a packed year-round events calendar with highlights including Bass in the Grass Music Festival, which actually just happened last weekend, the Darwin Street Art Festival, the 2-week-long Darwin Festival, Darwin Aboriginal Art Fair, MXGP of Australia, and at the end of the year, we finish with the Darwin Laksa Festival, to name just a few. So always worth to check out the events calendar for the year. Overall, Darwin adds a vibrant, easygoing city layer to the top end. It's well connected, easy to combine with touring, and there's always something happening. To give you a bit of an idea, we do have a little video, which I would like to share with you.
Oi, oi! Have you heard what everyone's been saying? The NT is the place to visit in 2026.
Ah, what a place. If that doesn't want to make you travel, I don't know what will. Right.
Oi, oi!
Excuse me. This brings me right up to our operators, and I'm sorry to say none of them could make it here live today. Amanda from Voco Darwin Suites sends her apologies. She is traveling today. And John Deely from Hooked on Barra would love to be here, but unfortunately we have some technical issues which prevent him from logging in. So apologies, but we do have both presentations. If you have any questions afterwards, I'm more than happy to try and answer. Otherwise, please contact the operators directly. I will send out the contact details afterwards. So let's start with Voco Darwin Suites. To have you on board for our webinar session. I'm going to give up to you to present Voco.
Wonderful. Thanks, Miriam, and thank you for having us and inviting us to the quarterly update. As Miriam said, my name's Amanda and I'm proud to introduce the exciting Voco Darwin Suites, which has just opened its doors to welcome our first guests. As part of the globally recognised Voco by IHG brand, this property represents a fresh, vibrant addition to the Darwin accommodation landscape, perfectly aligned with the Northern Territory's positioning as one of the most compelling destinations for 2026. With 2026 shaping up to be a standout year for the Northern Territory, we're seeing a strong demand driven by bucket list travel, nature-based experiences, and authentic cultural connections. From the iconic landscapes of Uluru to the natural beauty of Kakadu National Park, the NT offers something truly unique, experiences your clients simply can't replicate anywhere else in Australia. Darwin is the gateway to it all, and that's where we come in. Introducing Voco Darwin Suites, where we bring together the reliability and global recognition of IHG hotels and resorts with the personality, warmth, and individuality you'd expect from a boutique-style stay. Our positioning is intentionally simple but very powerful in the market. Stylish, spacious, suite-style accommodation, giving guests more room to relax and work and stay comfortably. A prime city location right on Mitchell Street, placing guests within walking distance of dining, nightlife, waterfront experiences, and key corporate hubs. And a product that's incredibly versatile, ideal for leisure travellers, corporate guests, and small groups or series looking for quality and consistency. What this means for you is confidence in the booking. You're offering a product that delivers on both experience and brand trust. We've designed Voco Darwin Suites to offer that balance travellers are really looking for now. Comfort and flexibility, backed by a brand that they recognise, but still with a strong sense of place that feels distinctively Darwin. Location is really everything in Darwin, and at this property, it's one of our biggest strengths. We're perfectly positioned right on Mitchell Street in the heart of the CBD, which places your clients at the centre of everything they come to Darwin for, whether that's business, dining, or exploring. We're just moments from key attractions like Darwin Waterfront Precinct and the iconic Mindle Beach Sunset Market, along with easy access to restaurants, bars, and local experiences right on our doorstep. For your clients, that translates into real convenience and a better overall stay experience. They can walk to dining, entertainment, easily connect with tours and top-end experiences, and enjoy the flexibility of not needing to heavily rely on transport. Ultimately, it's about giving your clients a location that enhances their entire trip. Location gets them through the door, but it's the suites that make them want to stay longer. At Voco Darwin Suites, guests can choose from 88 thoughtfully designed suites that really bring together contemporary style with that relaxed, tropical, top-end feel. The design has been very intentional and locally inspired. It draws on Darwin's vibrant multicultural energy and its natural surroundings. So when guests arrive, they immediately feel connected to the destination rather than a standard hotel experience. You'll see this reflected in the curated colour palettes and the botanical artwork through each suite, which subtly bring the outdoors in and calm, welcoming environment. What really differentiates our offering is that all of our rooms are suite style and designed for independent living. Each one includes a fully equipped kitchen, oven, stove, fridge, microwave and toaster, and the cookware and dishes that guests might need. That's a huge advantage for longer stays, families or guests who simply prefer the flexibility to dine in. We also include in-suite laundry facilities with both washing machine and dryer, which makes extended stays seamless and far more comfortable. On top of all of that, guests still enjoy all the premium touches they expect: plush bedding for a great night's sleep, smart climate control, and a dedicated workspace, making the suites equally suited to corporate travellers or those working remotely. In terms of room types, we offer king suites, 1-bedroom and 2-bedroom suites, giving you the flexibility when booking for different travel types or group configurations. Selected suites also feature private balconies, which are perfect for soaking up the atmosphere and the climate of Darwin's top end. Overall, it's about offering your clients more than just a place to stay. It's a space, flexibility, and comfort all wrapped into one experience. And that's something they'll not only value during their stay, but genuinely remember afterwards. At Voco Darwin Suites, we've really focused on delivering facilities and experience that matter most to today's travellers. Starting with lifestyle, we have a swimming pool that perfectly complements Darwin's tropical climate. It gives guests a place to cool off, unwind, and really embrace the laid-back top-end lifestyle, whether that's after a day of sightseeing or at the end of a workday. We also offer a fully equipped on-site gym, allowing guests to maintain their fitness routine while travelling, which is something more and more travellers are expecting as a standard. With a range of suite configurations, we can cater to a wide mix of traveller needs, from solo guests and couples through to families, corporate travellers and longer stay guests who need more space and functionality. This makes us particularly well suited to FIT business, series programs and small travel groups. Whether it's a short overnight stay or a multi-night program, the product is designed to be adaptable, reliable and easy to contract into different travel arrangements. From a trade perspective, we also understand that ease of selling is critical. That's why we focused on creating a product that is straightforward to position, a strong city location, suite style accommodation with kitchen and facilities like laundry, and a clear value proposition that resonates across both leisure and corporate markets. Our goal is simple: to make selling Darwin easy for you and to ensure that clients experience a stay that not only meets expectations, but genuinely exceeds them once they arrive. As Darwin continues to grow in popularity, accommodation that combines space, style and location will be in high demand. And at Voco, we're here to offer a new product in the market with a strong brand backing and a broad guest appeal. So now I'd like to thank you again for your time. We would love to partner with you and bring your clients to Darwin and showcase everything the Northern Territory has to offer. For rates, availability and partnership opportunities, please reach out to me. We're here to support you. And we look forward to welcoming your guests to Voco Darwin Suites.
Excellent. That was Amanda from Voco Suites. She was saying yesterday as well that they have new photos available, because when the presentation was made, only the renderings were available, but it's open since the 8th of May, so it's literally brand new. So anyone who has guests can send them now to Voco. Just contact Amanda for more information and you will get the contact details from me. Right, I didn't see any questions come through, which works well for me, to be honest. And I'm going to move on to John from Hooked on Barra with his presentation for this fantastic top-end product.
All right, good morning, everyone. Thanks for your time today. I was hoping to talk to you live, but I'm just going to do a quick recording here and send it over, so I'll keep it nice and brief. We are Hooked on Barra, and what we're hoping to do is showcase the NT at its finest. As you can see here from our little front page, we've got the wetlands in their full force during the golden hour of the afternoon up here in the NT. This is just after the wet season. Everything's beautiful and green, all the way from Darwin down through to Kakadu and Catherine. So it's all worth getting out there and having a look at. So we're Hooked on Barra. We're a land-based fishing operation, and we're a little bit of a venue. So we cater for groups, birthday parties, friends and family, and also the drive-by market. Over there in the background, you can actually see a group of trees and just the glimpse of a shed. That's Adelaide River Cruises. It's a legacy jumping crocodile cruise up here in the Territory, and we've partnered with them and Humpty Doo Barramundi Farm to the right, those big waterways you can see. So we've got plenty of tourism experience and plenty of aquaculture knowledge to keep these fish happy and healthy and provide a nice time to the guests coming through the NT. So like I was saying, we're positioning as a attraction and venue. We just want to provide a nice time for our guests out there in the wetlands and really allow them to feel like they're immersed in the wetlands, watching the birds go by, feeling the breeze come over the grasslands, listening to the river. It's beautiful. Luckily for us, we're located on the Kakadu Darwin route, and it's kind of perfect. You know, you want to get out there and you want to catch a barramundi while you're up here in the NT, but it can be a little bit daunting, you know, walking up to the water's edge, particularly anywhere outside of the Darwin CBD. You never know what's in there. So we've created a nice, safe environment for you to do so on the way out to Kakadu, so you can really feel like you caught a barramundi deep in the NT wetlands. You'll see plenty of beautiful wildlife, as you can see the little wallaby just here. So we're good for a half-day stop, a couple of hours. The mornings are beautiful, the afternoons go great, and it's only 15 minutes off the road along the way to Kakadu, so beautiful. We offer a couple of experiences. What we do is we manage our fish stock, and I'm not going to give you the trade secrets, but it keeps them very happy and healthy, and they keep coming back for the bite if you can emulate the lures properly. Everyone that comes through, we try and guarantee they catch a fish, or at least we teach them how to catch a fish. So next time when they're out there having a go, they feel much more confident to just relax and have a good time. We offer 4 products that people can walk up and purchase from us, as well as catering for custom itineraries and groups. The beautiful thing about it is that we're just open all day, and we can manage our flow as we like. The first experience we do is a 90-minute experience. I'll go through this nice and quickly because of the morning of trying to get this video through to you guys. Our second experience, we align this with the jumping crocodile cruise timings nearby, so you can get the best of both worlds on the way out to Kakadu. 1 hour with us, 1 hour with the jumping crocodiles, and you'll be out to Kakadu by midday. So that's a lovely experience. We've got a big trophy fish pond for those people who really want to get the magic photo, and it's a good time, but we limit the spaces, so there's only 1 or 2 people allowed per day. And then, as you saw, the golden hour is lovely. We're setting up for a little bit of a sundowner situation where you can come by and catch a few fish and enjoy a drink with your friends and family. Now, our rates are pretty standard. These are what we put out to the market online, and everything can be talked about. So we operate, and we know that touring and driving through to Kakadu, a lot of it is very scheduled. It's time-based, and if you need to not be late getting out there, it's very important that you can rely on your partners or whoever you're going to see. So every session that we put online, we make sure that we're there and we're staffed and we're ready to go. And also, if you need to change the hours and things like that, we're happy to be very flexible. So we'll do hosted experiences, private buyouts, anything you like really. It's a wetlands venue for your desires out here in the wetlands. Now, we are 55 minutes from Darwin. There's coach companies that come to us, and they brought groups and things out like that. And if you just want to have a nice, easy morning out, we have a partner company that offers a combination jumping crocodile cruise and a barramundi fishing experience with us, and takes people back to Darwin within a half day. So I'll thank you guys very much for your time, and I have to thank Miriam for the invite to this quarterly update. It's great to be able to get ourselves out there. We are still setting up. We've been in operation for maybe 6 weeks total of last year, and now this year we've just got back up and running. It's a seasonal business for now until we get the roads built up a little bit more, but it works in unison with the jumping crocodile cruise. The wetlands return to themselves during the wet season, and we get to come back and see it in its full beauty over each dry season. So thanks for your time, everyone. Have a good day.
Yes, that was John from Hooked on Barra. He tried really hard to log in, but we do have sometimes technical issues, so it's not him, it's it's the technology. Yesterday was a question that came through to ask about a possible cafe that is on site. I asked John afterwards, and he said they're building it, so it should be available in the next month or so. Just for your information, because it's a pretty good question. I did not get a question, but something I would like to share in the comments from Anonymous. Not a question, but I've done the Hooked on Barra experience and can vouch it was an amazing day and such a fun feeling catching and bringing home a big barra. They had it all prepped and ready for us to cook when we got home. Highly recommended. So that is amazing. And yes, Tina wanted to know if the video that we played in the beginning is available. I will send a link out to the YouTube video. So if you're interested in that little 30-second video that we played in the beginning, I will do that as well. So, right. These were our presentations. If there's no further questions, I'm going to move on if anything comes through.
All right, good morning, everyone.
Excuse me. Later on, we can still see that we have an answer for you. Right. Before we close the session, let's have a quick look at some NT product updates, news from our tourism and events NT trade programs, and of course, this quarter's price incentive. First off, we've got an important operational update regarding the closure of Uluru Kakadu National Park on the 25th and 26th of June. The closure is in place for sorry business, including funeral and memorial services following the passing of a senior Ananu woman. This is in line with the cultural practice and wishes of the Ananu traditional owners and community. And that means on Thursday, 25th of June, the park, including the entry station, will be closed until 2 p.m. And then on Friday, 26th of June, the park will be closed for the entire day and reopen as normal at 6:30 on Saturday, 27th of June. Park staff will work closely with tourism operators and stakeholders to support the logistics and planning required during the closure period. Then, on exciting news, Salted Egg, the celebrated Southeast Asian restaurant from Melbourne's Flinders Lane, has officially opened at Darwin Waterfront. It's the new Adina and Vibe Hotels on-site restaurant, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The restaurant is showcasing a fresh Asian fusion menu with native bush tucker influences and NT-sourced produce. The venue brings an elevated dining experience to the top end with indoor-outdoor tropical dining and space for up to 125 guests. Salted Egg is set to become the new hotspot for both locals and visitors. And if you would like more information, just visit the Salted Egg Darwin website. And then a really exciting upcoming development in Darwin is the Larrakia Cultural Centre at Stokes Hill, overlooking Darwin Harbour. It's being developed by the Larrakia Development Corporation and is scheduled to open in September 2026. The centre will become a major cultural hub designed to preserve and celebrate Larrakia culture, language, and traditions for future generations. It will feature exhibition and gallery spaces, education facilities, function spaces, a cafe, an outdoor auditorium, and much more. Visitors will also be able to immerse themselves in Larrakia culture through storytelling, arts, language, and interactive cultural experiences. Overall, it's a significant new addition to Darwin's cultural landscape, combining tourism, education, and cultural connection in one purpose-built space. If you would like to know more about this, visit larrakiaculturalcentre.com.au. Right. Then a quick look at our tourism NT trade programs and events. Exciting times. Planning is underway for our annual NT Muster Roadshow, which will return in 2026 to Australia's East Coast. The roadshow brings NT operators together with the East Coast travel trade for an evening of product updates, information, and connection. The events will take place this year in Melbourne on 8 September, Brisbane on the 9th of September, and in Sydney on the 10th of September. Building on the success of last year's format, we will again host organized tabletop appointments between 20 NT operators and the visiting agents to get the most out of the sessions. For more information, we will put this on the trade website under trade events, and we will also advertise in the trade media once everything is wrapped up. So keep an eye out for more information. It will be coming shortly. And then a quick look at our second Aboriginal Tourism Product Awareness Program, or short ADPEP incentive for MIL. It's coming up really soon, running from the 3rd to the 9th of June 2026. We have now our 7 engaged ADPEP members confirmed to travel with us. And it's 5 agents from Australia and 2 from New Zealand. And to just give you a bit of an idea what we're going to do this time, we will hit Darwin and East Arnhem Land, highlights including a stay at, yes, the Voco's Darwin Suites. We'll have an evening at Cape Adieu Sunset Dinner Cruise, a full-day Litchfield tour with ethical adventures, and a visit to Middle Beach Sunset Markets. And then we fly with Air North to Gove in East Arnhem Land for immersive on-country experiences with Barra, your new host, and Dimuru Aboriginal Corporation. And during our time on the Gove Peninsula, we will stay at the Barra homeland, Banu Banu Beach Lodge in Nhulunbuy, and Banu Banu Beach Retreat on Bremer Island. We will, of course, share key insights from the trip in our next TTP webinar. And if you are interested in joining our ADPEP program and possibly stand a chance to join next year's FMIL trip, check out the website for more info and sign up under tourismandevents.nt.com.au. Yes, we have also a new website, /travel-trade/Aboriginal Tourism Product Awareness Program. And then just a few words on our NT Masterclass. If you are after some extra first-hand tips and insights from other agents, make sure to check out the NT Masterclass website. It's our peer-to-peer learning tool featuring short interview clips from Trade for MIL participants, sharing their first-hand experiences. And we have our latest video from the top and low season for MIL from October 2025 live and available now on the Masterclass website. Have a look for a really good top-end itinerary, because we've also uploaded the FMIL itineraries for each of those little videos, so you can see exactly what the participants experienced and use the itineraries as inspiration, if you like, when building itineraries for your own customers. So have a look on the NT Masterclass page. And this brings us to our trade training program incentive for this quarter. First up, obviously, big congratulations to last quarter's winner of the NT prize package valued at $4,300. That was Diana Lintag from Flight Centre in New Zealand. And big congrats to Diana. We hope you already started planning your NT trip. And our Q3 winners of a spot on the NT Roundup for MIL that already took place in April were Jonah Manzano from across Australia and Kelly Richardson from Travel Managers. We had a fantastic time together up in the top end. So thank you so much for joining us, guys. And this quarter, we are giving away a $3,400 prize package to the NT, and this package includes a $1,000 WebChat voucher, a $1,000 tourism top-end voucher to experience amazing top-end products, a private fishing experience for up to 5 people courtesy of Hooked on Barra, and 1 night's accommodation at the Voco Darwin Suites in an ocean view suite with a bottle of wine on arrival and a $50 dining credit. Well, now that's a trip. The prize draw will take place on Thursday, 10th of June, so make sure that you have completed the training module as well until then. And this brings me to the end of our session today. Thank you all so much for attending the webinar and for taking the time. Hope it was helpful, and also a really big thank you to our fantastic presenters, even though they couldn't be here today in person. For more information or booking requests, please get in touch with the operators directly. You see all information on the screen, but once again, I will send them out together with the link to the recording and the training module. So we hope to see you again for the next trade training program. Enjoy your day, and thank you very much.